So, what is indie music? I don't think it's a question that gets asked enough. I never thought about it too much either until one day I was talking to this girl and I asked, "So what kind of music do you like?" And her response was, "Oh, I like many genres, but I mostly listen to rock and indie." And since that day, I thought to myself, what is indie music? To start, the word indie simply just means independent. So would that mean Gorillaz isn't indie? I mean, they are considered very big for the indie genre. If we're going solely based off the logic that an artist's music is considered indie if they aren't signed to a label, then Frank Ocean is just as indie as Tom MacDonald.
Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name.
Well, I feel like the only way to figure this out is to do some research on where it all started. 1977, the year of Jimmy Carter, Roots, Star Wars, and apparently the rise of indie music as we know, because a band named Buzzcocks emerged. With the release of their self-published Spiral Scratch EP, other artists listened to it and realized, hold up, this music is kinda fire. So smaller rock artists began to take note, leading to the formation of the Cartel. Okay, wrong cartel. This was a label dedicated to publishing smaller artists and helping them get their foot in the record shop. The sound at the time was associated with more of a lower quality, scratchy kind of sound compared to the competition. So one facet down, lower quality, scratchier sound. What's next? Fast forward to the 80s and the genre became a lot more widespread, which is where it adopted the name college rock. That's mostly because of college radio stations who were the first to play these hot new indie tracks. The term alt-rock also started around this time, but I can't figure out why. The 90s, however, is where this genre thrived, with the inception of this really small band that, while nobody knows them, shaped the indie genre as we know it, and music as we know it today. Nirvana broke the scene. What did they do exactly? Just be a freaking good band. Nevermind created a sound that was so new and refreshing to music at the time, yet had so many elements of indie music that came before it. It may sound like an exaggeration now, but Nirvana truly set the bar for indie music, and most music in general going forward. I'll add that one to the list. Now, out of fear of talking about how Nirvana has influenced quite literally almost every genre of music, and that includes rap, I'll talk about Soundgarden. Specifically, I want to point out Black Hole Sun and what it meant for the industry moving forward, as this song is impressive for something made within 30 minutes. Around this time when indie began to become a sort of a blend of old school elements mixed with new school techniques. So I'll add nostalgic sounds to the list. With the advent of the 2000s, indie became way more mainstream and also became a subgenre within every genre of music. Why? Because around this time, indie became more of a style or like a vibe. Indie was no longer, oh, I don't have a label, it's more of a, I made this in GarageBand type vibe. This is why bands like Gorillaz are considered indie despite them being anything but the dictionary definition of indie. I just want to point out that Coachella also began around this time, and back then it was considered a small indie music festival. Boy, how far have we gone. And that brings us to today. Indie music is anything but, and the music industry is in shambles. So, going off our list, what is indie? Thomas MacDonald, baby.
Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name.
But in all honesty, just give your opinion on this subject in the comments, or just tell me how you feel. Or just give me like another video topic, because I only come up with these ideas like once every blue moon. Anyways, that's all.